11 West Kendall residents say they plan to protest tonight and every night against the possible relocation of homeless people, including sex offenders, to their neighborhood. Right now, they're living in tents just outside of Eliott, but have been told they have until Thursday to pack up their belongings and leave. Complicating the matter even more, this week the ACLU and Legal Services of Greater Miami have filed a lawsuit against Miami-Dade County to stop evictions from that camp. Joining me are Jeanne Baker, a board member of the Greater Miami chapter of the ACLU, and Ron Book, the chairman of the Miami-Dade County Homeless Trust. And thank you both for being here.
Thank you for inviting us, Eliott.
Jeanne, I want to start with you.
Yes.
What is the ACLU hoping to accomplish by filing this lawsuit?
This particular lawsuit is focused on a camping ordinance that was enacted by Miami-Dade County, or amended just a couple of months ago. And when it was amended, it was done in a way to make it readily available to be able to arrest and charge with trespassing those who are former sex offenders who've been staying at the encampment.
You want them to stay where they are in Eliott?
No, ideally we would like them to be able to find homes in Miami-Dade County, and they could do so if it weren't for the extraordinarily strict, extreme residency restriction that the county has in place. 2,500 feet from schools, daycares, etc., and that very, very strict residency restriction has forced these former sex offenders into involuntary homelessness. They've been forced out of shelter by that residency restriction, and now the county wants to prevent them from living in the outdoors where they've been living.
Okay, well, let me ask Ron Book about those residency restrictions, because you were very influential in coming up with those restrictions, where they cannot be, what, 1,000 feet away?
Within 2,500 feet of schools, parks, playgrounds, and places where children generally congregate. What a novel thing to do to keep convicted sexual predators,
we have a map.
Who have committed.
We have a map, Ron, that shows where they cannot be, and that really excludes a lot of Miami-Dade County. Where are they supposed to go?
Well, let me answer my question completely, because you asked a question. People convicted of sexually deviant behaviors ought not live in close proximity to where children are on a regular basis. That's first of all. Second of all, you can show me this concocted map that the American Civil Liberties Union, the far left thinking individuals who think that criminals should come out of prison, especially those who offend against children, and be restored to their normal rights, not have a registry, not have any restrictions. At the end of the day, we have a map, and our map shows where thousands of predators and offenders that are on the register live in Miami-Dade County. And just 2 nights ago, when we held our last meeting out there at 71st and 36th Avenue, and by the way, we didn't need to hold one. We've held close to a dozen of them out there, where we bring not only our housing navigators and our career source folks to help get them places to live and provide the financial resources for it. We had one individual who brought 15 addresses the other night, much to the chagrin and disappointment of the ACLU and Legal Services.
We would be delighted if there were places for our clients to live.
6 of which were solid, good addresses, and they went in. They don't want them to be housed. They want them to continue to sit out there in a martyr-like approach to this issue.
That is completely untrue. We want our clients to be housed. There is not sufficient affordable housing in Miami-Dade County there are 455.
Would you want them to live in your neighborhood?
I'd be happy for anyone who has done his or her time in prison and is now on probation or finished with probation. There is excellent treatment for ex-sex offenders, and the data is very, very clear that there is no relationship between proximity to schools and offending. And in fact, 95% of sex offenses occur within the home.
That's a joke of a number, because what you want people to believe,
you interrupted me,
and you want people to believe that there are low recidivism rates, and you ignore the fact that 90% is underreporting, and there
bring in, let's talk
thousands.
about housing. Let me bring in the Homeless Trust, because you're also involved in that. Residents of Miami-Dade County pay a tax. When they get their property tax bill, I get it, we all get it, and we pay a tax to the Homeless Trust to help in situations like that.
But they do not
The
help.
Homeless Trust, with Ron Book, who has had meetings there, has stepped in and said that they would help these people
Yes.
find homes.
And
Why not let that process take its course?
We have, and they've been out there twice, as Mr. Book said. And in fact, our information is that there are 277 people who have residences at that particular encampment. There are 455 total who have transient residences, and we understand Mr. Book has found housing for 6 of them, and that's great. And we are delighted that 6 people can have
Out of
shelter.
how many?
There are 277 registered at that particular encampment at the edge of Eliott, and there are 455 registered transients in the
Ron,
county.
Eliott,
6 out of 455?
as usual, Ms. Baker and the American Civil Liberties Union uses distorted, misleading, and inaccurate numbers. First of all, what I said was just Monday night, one person brought 6 addresses. We have relocated many to other communities at our expense, and we have found housing for a number of them. So that's first of all. Second of all, let me
The
just,
number is
without
6.
disrespectfully, correct one thing that you said. When you get your ad valorem tax bill, there is no line on that tax bill for the Homeless Trust. There are no ad valorem taxes that go to fund the Homeless Trust or the Domestic Violence Oversight Board. We are funded largely with a food and beverage tax that's levied in
Okay.
our community that provides funding both for the Homeless Trust and the Domestic Violence Oversight Board. This
Mr.
notion,
Book believes that those who were ex-sex offenders should not get his services.
With all due respect, none of those offenders that have committed acts against children can be cured.
That is absolutely untrue.
No expert will walk into a
Well,
court of
where are
law.
they
He has
supposed to
just
live,
stated a
Book?
completely false
Housing
statement.
that is available in our community, it's out there and it's available.
It
and
is
like I
not.
said, and by the way, Eliott, we have provided your staff, your reporters, that had been out at the site as recently as Monday night. They were given the map to show where thousands of them live in this community.
We're going to
of
keep
all-
following the story, and
problem
there's a lawsuit, and this may
is
play
in-
out in court, ladies
It's
and gentlemen.
we're going to be in court Thursday morning. That's tomorrow
Looking
morning.
forward to
Jeanne
meeting
Baker
it.
from
day
the
after tomorrow.
ACLU, Ron Book from the Homeless Trust. Thank you very much. We
Well-
will be right back.
Thank you.